Happy Arvo! Hello. Thank you very much for joining me today, and welcome to run the intro. To this week. That's right. We're all the way from up here in Indiana. I'm going down under to see what happened in Australia this week. Let's do it. Top post of the week. Not in my backyard. Wow. That is an awesome photo. I never realized kangaroos just chill like this. They just lay around and chill. That's really cool. Kind of like lions or something, you know? A pack of lions do that. Because usually I think of kangaroos as being similar to like deer over here in America, but I never seen deer do this. They're just like sprawled out on the ground. That is really cool. I like this tree too. And these roofs, can I just say, these roofs are really beautiful too. This is just a cool photo. I like it. I've been having so many roof troubles with my asphalt shingled American roof that I really have an appreciation for these clay tiled roofs. They look amazing right now. Tim Tams found under American section at a grocery store in PH. What is PH? That's pretty cool that we have our own section. Let me just say first right off the bat. I don't know if this is like typical or normal. I don't know what PH is. It must be something in Australia. PH. No idea what that is. But the fact that we have an American snack section, that's pretty hilarious. Over here in America, a lot of different cultures have their own section, but not in the snack aisle. I think that says a lot. The fact that the American section is a snack section. But what are Tim Tams doing there? That's bizarre. And obviously incorrect. But what is PH? Maybe this isn't Australia? Like, is this some other country and they think Tim Tams are an American snack? I guess it would be the Philippines. Let me see. Maybe the comments have the answer. This is a declaration of war. Gather up the emus, boys. We write it dawn. Damn bastards bought Arnott's off Australia and now claim them as their own. Okay, so there's a hint. Who bought Arnott's? Was it the Philippines? American. And there's Brazilian wafers, Scottish digestives, Turkish crackers, Danish shortbread. Oh my God, I didn't even look at this. Let's see. Combos, those have to be American. The rest of it, I do not recognize. Yeah, this is not American. Chips Ahoy. And then we've got like chocolate wafers, but I feel like that's everywhere. Yeah, this is not a legit American section at all. Dogs and Bunnings. Wow. That is on a new level of shitty. Literally. Shitty thing to do. That's pretty next level. Most people, I mean, some people will leave their dogs' droppings like on the sidewalk or in your yard. In the store? Wow, that takes a lot of nerve. Are dogs inside the stores very often? I mean, over here in America, that's not very common at all. Unless it's a service dog for like anxiety or for blind people. There's pretty much no pets in stores. I think people that leave their dog shit in the aisles should be banned from Bunnings permanently. I don't think that's controversial. Yeah, obviously. Ban that, just rub their noses in it. This is what happens when house dogs get bundled up, put in the car, and straight to Bunnings. Once the dog finally gets to stretch its legs, it can, it can then produce a bowel movement. Hence why you end up with dog shit in a Bunnings store. It's a very insightful point. Thank you. For those owners that insist on taking your dogs to Bunnings, take the dog for a walk first. I only have one left. Please restart production, Master Foods. I don't know why I did that accent. Master Foods Shaker Fries Charcoal Chicken Salt Blend. This looks amazing. Look at that. I can just tell that tastes good. You can tell by the way that it is. Proudly packed in Australia. Packed in Australia. Maybe not made in Australia, but similar. You know, part of it was packed there. This looks really good. Charcoal chicken. They went out of business? What does it mean by shaker fries? At Burger King, when I was a little kid, they had these things called shake 'em up fries. And it was fries that came in a bag, and it gave you a packet of like cheese powder. And you put the cheese powder in and shook it up. Best invention ever. Is that relevant to this? If this is really that good, though, you definitely need to just save it, not open it, save it for the next generation, put it in some kind of time capsule. I was reading through the comments, and I just have to point out, I've never heard this word in my life. Suking? I thought my son had posted this. He has been suking. Is that like sulking? I do not know what to think about this. Wealthy Aussie boomer couple branded evil over new spending kids' inheritance money trend. Basically, it says they were pretty, frugal with their money until they retired. And now that they're retired, they're spending a bunch of their money. And people are calling them evil. And I'm like, I mean, kind of. They're like, that's evil because you should be giving the money to your kids. But it's like, I don't know. Isn't that kind of weird? Couldn't you just say that about like, hey, mom and dad, you shouldn't spend money on anything for yourself ever. Like growing up, whether you're, while you're raising us and when you're retired, when we've moved out, you need to be spending $0 on yourself and saving it all to give to me. But, I mean, it's a balance. You know what I mean? It's a balance. I don't know. I will say the name of this trend, spend your kids' inheritance, that's pretty screwed up. That you call it that and that's what you do on purpose. You're purposely like, woo, we're going to go spend our kids' inheritance. The hell? I think another aspect to it is it's like triggering to some Gen Z and millennial people because it's like really hard right now to afford to even be able to afford a house, whether it's in America or Australia or most of Europe, just in general. It's really hard to even buy a house, And seeing their boomer parents like, woohoo, we got all this money. We don't even know what to do with it. I think it triggers them. Am I missing something? All right. MF mustard, French, $5.37. Strange price. Hold on, let me read that. Mustard, French. It's 175 grams. Is it the same? Yeah, 175 grams. What? They must have taken off the tag to where they raised the price to $5.60 and just put this one over top of the old tag. That's hilarious. I mean, the truth is, everything on sale at some point in the past was cheaper. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of depressing. This really kind of illustrates that very clearly. But everything you see at the grocery or wherever that's on sale, it used to be cheaper. Much cheaper. Even just 4 years ago, Like, there's something that it's kind of like a benchmark in my brain, is the cost of a 2 liter of soda. I don't know if I assume they sell 2 liters in Australia. That used to be $1 over here in America when I was like in high school. So that's like the benchmark for me. You know what I mean? If I go to the store and I see, 2 liters on sale for $1.99, I'm like, sale? That's double what it used to be. Holy shit. Car stuck on the Adelaide-Oban tracks again. This has happened before? Oh my God. That's extraordinarily dangerous. You don't need to tell me. That's bad. You don't need me to tell you. That's bad. What the hell? I saw this random shot fired at America here in the comments. I read it was a woman in her 30s, in her 80s. Maybe needs to consider whether it's time to hand in the keys. Perfect age for the president, though. Are Australian kids picking up an American accent? Fascinating question. I've been discussing this with my mates. We have all noticed that for whatever reason, be it the media they consume, YouTubers, watching famous people, today's kids have a slightly Americanized accent. Well, don't feel too bad about it, because kids over here in America all have an Australian accent thanks to Bluey.
Logan, what'd you call that? You said where does what go?
Rubbish.
The rubbish?
Yeah.
What's rubbish?
Like, what does this go at?
Like,
It's revenge because Bluey is giving their kids Aussie accents. Everything I say is always just the top comment. Why does this cockatoo have a couple of green, red, and blue feathers? I'm worried about gang-related behavior. That's a good point. What is... Oh. That's interesting. Is that natural? They are part of a behavioral study. The colors are used to track individuals. Oh, you can report them using the Big City Bird app. Cool. What are these birds doing? Like, what are you reporting? Haven't been to snow for a couple of years, and now it's $249 for a single day lift ticket. So this is to go skiing if you buy on the day, and $237 in advance. Holy crap. Perisher. Is that one of the main mountains down under? Damn, that ain't cheap, is it, folks? Only those boomer parents spending their kids' inheritance can afford this. Half of Australians in the 5 largest cities live too far from public transport to ditch their cars. We're not so different, you and I, huh? I live like 200 miles from the closest train. That's a long walk. Using y'all in a post puts me off reading it. It just makes me think of an overweight, opinionated Southern woman on an American TV show. Its use seems strangely out of place in Australia. Y'all feeling me? Do you guys say y'all at all? Sometimes I put that like in the title or on the thumbnail, and I think I do wonder what people think of it. I used to not say y'all at all until I moved to Indiana. I actually had the exact same opinion that it sounded really stupid before I moved to Indiana. And now I just don't care, you know? Like, I just don't think about it. And it actually is a kind of like a convenient word. The plural form of you. Like, why is that not an actual word? It's kind of smart. We should strictly enforce yous. No. Yins. Same goes for posts using mom. That is something I always forget. The fact that the rest of the English-speaking world is not on board with mom. That's crazy to me. That is like the first word every kid learns over here. Chicken-flavored cheesels.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
really?
I'm looking at this pretty photo of Adelaide, and one of the top comments is just, don't move here. Stay away. Leave us alone. Okay? It's beautiful the way it is. We don't need you. Does look very pretty. I like how there's such like a clean dividing line. Nature looks like residential neighborhood, suburbs, and city. Very pretty. And I think that's about it for this week in Australia. What a week it was. Thank you for joining me. Have a phenomenal weekend. I hope to see you again next week. Hey, subscribe if you want to, or don't.